Hello, hello, hello. Just gonna hang out for a couple minutes, see if anyone shows up for the live. And in the meantime, just clearing the air and cleaning the energies. Today we are going on the week ahead. Instead of doing a recorded, I'm gonna do the live. This is basically a test to see how the live stream goes. This is new to me. So if it goes well, which so far it seems to be going okay. We're going to go ahead and do this twice a month. I want to do it for a live for the new moon and the full moon every month, if things go well. So, with that said, welcome, Leslie. Hi. We're going to go ahead and get started in a minute. The first things I want to do is I want to talk about the astrological events that are happening this week. And there's a lot of them going on. We're going to start with this coming Sunday on the 2nd. Okay, think we're back. I issues and I apologize. I'm trying to work on these. This is why we're doing these testings. But hopefully things will work out. Fingers crossed. And speaking of Mercury, it is still Mercury is still retrograde, but thankfully it is going to be going direct on Sunday the 2nd, this coming Sunday. So Mercury will be going direct on the 2nd. We also have on October 6th, Mercury is going to trine Pluto, Mercury being Virgo and Pluto being in Capricorn. It's a good time though to the Mercury trine Pluto. It's a good time to find solutions to complex problems. It's a good opportunity to maybe dig in deeper, being Pluto, um, to current problems, current things that you have not been able to find a solution for. This might be a good time to find that solution to things that you haven't been able to go a little deeper and find that solution. That would be on the 6th. And right afterwards, on October 8th, Pluto finally goes direct. It's still in Capricorn. But this is a very transformative energy. Pluto is about transformations, about death and rebirth. Um, that's very much a Pluto thing. So maybe some confronting some of your shadows will come up during this time. But it's a good time to let go. Now, again, it's Pluto is finally going direct, and it's been retrograde for a long time. So it's a good time to think back to recap on what has resurfaced for you during this Pluto retrograde, and then maybe make transformations moving forward, moving on, leaving that in the past, but making some kind of tweaks or alterations on that, in that sense. And that's on October 8th again. And then on the 9th, we have the full moon in Aries. This is the blood moon. It's a great moon for manifesting. I highly recommend manifesting during this full moon on October 9th. It's the full moon in Aries, so it's a good time for new beginnings. Aries is the very first sign of the zodiac, so definitely about new beginnings. It's also good for putting things into motion. If you have plans that you've been working on, this is a good time to put those plans into motion, put them into action, take action on them. Again, with Aries, it's a good time to push past limitations that were holding you back before. This is a good time to make that push and um, get through to forward movement. So yeah, that's what's going on this week astrologically. The month is going to be full of interesting aspects and things later down the road. But we'll get to that again as we cross those roads. So, with that said, I'm going to go ahead and start to dig into the tarot reading. And this is for the week of October. I'm going to start with October 2nd, since that's when Mercury goes direct from Sunday to Sunday. So, October 2nd through the 9th, from Mercury going direct all the way to the full moon in Aries. And we'll see where that goes. I'm using, as usual, a oracle deck and a tarot deck. So we'll go ahead and start with the oracle as usual. I do 3 rows. The first row, or the top row, will be the recent past and its effects on the coming week. The middle row is the current energies and its influences on the coming week. And then the last row being the outcome, or what's coming during the week ahead. So here we go. Let's start with our oracle decks. And I'm sorry you can't see the dust, but I couldn't find a way to the cards when I put them down to get me on the camera and the cards. So I'll just hold them up while I pull them out. So we have the thinker, very Libra energy right there. 44 is the number. Breathe. Just breathe. This is the 29 card. So right now we have 2 master numbers already out here. The 44 and 11. The 29 turns into 11. I love this card. This is one of my favorite cards in this deck. No place like home. The 50 card. Right off the bat, I'm getting a message that for some of you, there are going to be some moves, like home, moving of home during this week, or either just the starting of the process or actual moving. But there's something about moving homes, buying a home, selling your home, something about home. Um, you're, and it looks like this is something that you've been thinking about. It doesn't feel like it's energy that all of a sudden out of nowhere, oh hey, I'm gonna move. This is, you've been thinking on it, you've been planning on it, you've been considering it. And it looks like the time during this coming week is going to be a good time to really put down some foundations, start the work towards this new home. Okay, now for the tarot, let's see what we have. First card is the High Priestess, the 2, the 7 of Pentacles. Now I'll go ahead and lay down all the cards and then we'll talk about them. The 9 of Pentacles. Wow, 10 of Cups. Love this energy so far. 4 of Wands. Great energy here. Yep. The shadow side, the death card. Or I'm sorry, the devil card. What do you need to free yourself up from? The Queen of Wands. The 6 of Cups. I'm sorry, the 6 of Swords. And the 2 of Swords. Okay. Underneath we have the Ace of Pentacles. And I didn't show you underneath the Oracle deck, so we'll go ahead and put that one up too. time to go. There's some big changes coming for some of you this coming week. Very big changes. Let's start with the top row. We have the High Priestess, the Ten of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, all in the recent past. You have been focusing on it's almost like you're trying to find what your happily ever after is. What it means to you. What is it for you? It may even be changing. What you thought was your happily ever after may be changing and transforming into something different. With the High Priestess here, it's like you've been doing some soul searching, maybe even some meditation, some talking to the divine, prayers. There's something about a change in what you consider your happily ever after. Um, your focus with the Queen of Wands here is changing. Okay, in the current position, we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Six of Swords. It's like, okay, now you're digging in, putting in the work, tending to that garden. Yeah, celebrations. There's definitely some celebrations ahead. And we have the Four of Wands here. That's definitely about celebrations, about family, about home, about celebrating things that have to do with the family and the home. And then you have the Six of Swords right behind that, moving forward. So there's some forward movement here in the present right now. You're working on finding it's like ugh, I can't speak. You're redefining what your happily ever after looks like. And you're putting it into action. You're putting the plan into action so that you can reap your harvest and celebrate as you move forward. Then we have in the near future or the outcome for the coming week. I really actually like this energy. You have the Nine of Pentacles. This talks about independent abundance. This talks about being in your power, grounded, solid. No one's going to knock you off your pedestal, okay? With the Nine of Pentacles. This is strong, solid, independent abundance, material abundance, because it is about the pentacles. It's about the material world. Then you have the devil. You're breaking free of whatever it is that was holding you back. Whatever chains were holding you back, this week you're breaking free. You're seeing the light. The light is coming through. You're seeing the light and you're setting yourself free from those. And you're closed off to the past. You're like, I'm done with this. It is over. There's no going back. I'm not looking back. I'm just crossed off. Nope, not doing it. Okay. So you're kind of like, this week is kind of like, I'm done with the past. I'm moving forward. I'm setting myself free from what the things that were holding me back to redefine and find my happily ever after and celebrate it. I love these energies. This is really, really good stuff here. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull a few more cards. I'll pull one more card for each of the cards I have already drawn as more information. Not so much clarification, because I think the message is pretty clear, but more about more information. Let's see what more information we can get about this. Let's start with the High Priestess. Spirit, please, if you will tell us more about the High Priestess. The King of Wands reversed. This is about softening your focus, letting something that you were focusing on, that focus is shifting. It's on its head. Okay, your focus is shifting on, definitely there's an energy of you shifting your energy, shifting your focus on what you're happily ever after. Oh, we have a card that fell. Excuse me while I grab that. Okay. More celebrations. We have the Three of Cups over the Ten of Cups. Yeah. This is what your new definition is. Your close, your people. Your happily ever after doesn't involve a big group of people. It doesn't involve big elaborate things. It's more about you and yours. Okay, then we have the Queen of Wands. Tell us more about the Queen of Wands, please, Spirit. Tell us more. The Three of Swords. Okay, this is the message that just came through loud and clear. Is what you're shifting is you're not focusing on the hurt. You're not focusing on what went wrong. You're not focusing on things that didn't work out or were painful or were hard. You're focusing more on happiness, on joy, on being passionate, compassionate. Okay. The Queen of Wands is all about having a good time. She's fiery, she's passionate, she knows what she wants, and she's not afraid to go after it. Okay. So you're that's what you're shifting your focus. You're shifting your focus away from what went wrong, and you're focusing on celebrations, on happiness, on joy, on what that means to you personally. Okay. Let's get a message here. Okay. Now let's go on to the Seven of Pentacles, please, Spirit. Can we get more information on the Seven of Pentacles? The Ace of Swords. It's a new truth, a new fact, a new perspective, a new idea, a new thought. Definitely changing your perspective on something here. There's a big focus on that. Okay, the Four of Wands, please. The Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're leaving this energy behind. It's done. It's over. It's a 10. There's no more. After this, that's it. We're back to one. We're back to new beginnings. Okay. You're leaving all the painful parts, all the heartache, the suffering, the pain. It's time to move away from all of that. Move forward. And now let's get more information on the Six of Swords. Please, more clarification or more information, I'm sorry. Options. The Seven of Cups. You have options. What direction do you want to go in? What do you want your future to look like? You have the choice. You have the options to make those come true. Nine of Pentacles. Let's get more information on the Nine of Pentacles. The Fool. Fresh new start. You got to take a leap of faith. If you want this Nine of Pentacles, you have to take a leap of faith. You have to start new. You have to go for a fresh new beginning. And the shadow side, please. The Devil card. Can you tell us more about that, please? Yeah. It's time to give up the discontent, the feelings of I want, I need, I don't have. lamenting, worrying about what you don't have, and start focusing on what you do have. Let those shadows go. You got to let that go. Let that feeling of, or the focus on what you don't have, shift that. Leave that behind. You don't do that anymore. Remember, when you're manifesting, what you're focusing on is what you're manifesting. It's all about energy. If you're focusing on the lack of anything, if you're focusing on lack, if you're focusing on what you don't have, if you're focusing on the bad, that's what you're going to get. Okay? And now for the last card, the Two of Swords, if we can get more information on that. The High Priest. This is the Hierophant. In this deck, the High Priest is the Hierophant. Um, yeah, this tells me that, in clarification, you got to start building your future, the key to the future. The key is in the future, not in the past. Leave the past behind. Don't look back. Don't think about it. Don't even consider it. It's gone. It's done. It's over. There's nothing you can do to change the past. Learn what you need to learn from that situation and then move forward. Start building your future. Okay, guys, that is what we have for this week. Thank you, Leslie, for joining me. Um, and we are going to go ahead and close up. Do remember, please, to check out our shop. If you haven't already, we have some great new additions in the shop this week. And also, we'll see you next week, where I will have a recording. Oh, actually, we might do another live next week, because we do have on the 9th, on Sunday, we have that full moon in Aries. So I might do a live manifestation video on how I manifest for that, and do a reading also. So with that said, until next time, guys, love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in, and we will see you again next time. Bye bye.